Namaste Gurukulian. Hello students. Today in this video we will discuss section formula of coordinate geometry of class 10 and the questions related to that which are there in exercise 7.2. So few questions of exercise 7.2 and before that we will see what is section formula. So what is section formula? Section formula. Suppose I take 2 points. Suppose this is a Cartesian plane. This is a Cartesian plane. And I take 2 points. Suppose here it is a point A and here somewhere it is point B. And the line joining points A and B is AB. Let the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and the coordinates of B are x2 and y2. Let there be a point P somewhere here, let it be here. Having the coordinates, let there be a point P having coordinates x and y. And it divides this line segment AB in these two parts AP and BP. Okay, so we need to find the ratio in which AB is divided, that is AP by BP. So we suppose this is M1 and this is M2. So we need to find M1 is to M2. What ratio is there of M1 and M2? This thing we need to find. Okay. So for that again we will apply the formulas of coordinate geometry and some simple geometry. Let us see. If I draw a perpendicular here, what about this length? This is origin, this is x-axis, y-axis and this is origin. Okay. Now if I draw a perpendicular from point A, so what about this distance? This distance will be equal to this abscissa. So it is x1. This distance is x1. Okay. If I draw a perpendicular from this point on x-axis, so what about this distance? This equal to this abscissa, it means this distance is x. Okay. If I draw a perpendicular from point B on x-axis, then this distance will be x2. x2. This distance is x2. Okay. Now what about this distance? This one. This much will be x minus x1. So this distance from here to here, this is x minus x1. Okay. What about this distance from here to here? This distance will be total x2 minus x. So this much is x2 minus x. This distance. Okay. Similarly, now we'll draw perpendiculars from these points on y-axis. If I draw a perpendicular from A to y-axis, so this distance will be y1. y1 is this distance. Okay. Similarly, from here, if I draw perpendicular on y-axis from this point, so this distance will be equal to this ordinate, that is y. So this distance is from here to here, this is y. Okay. Then from this point, if I draw perpendicular, then this distance from this point to this point, total distance will be y2. y2 is distance from this to this. Okay. Now what about this distance? This much distance will be equal to y minus y1. Y minus y1. So this is y minus y1 from here to here. Okay. Now what about this much distance? This one. Total is y2 minus this y. So we get this one. So y2 minus y is this much distance from here to here. Okay. Now I am producing these lines and this line again. So let this point is C and this point is D. Okay. Now look at these two triangles. This triangle, this one and this one. These two triangles. Now we have to consider these two triangles. This angle is equal to this angle, corresponding angles. This angle is 90, this is 90 for this. So these two triangles are similar by angle-angle similarity. Okay. By angle-angle similarity, these two triangles are similar. So what is that similarity? I would say that triangle PAC, triangle PAC is similar to triangle, this triangle is similar to triangle BPD, triangle BPD. Okay. This triangle PAC is similar to triangle BPD. Okay. If these two triangles are similar, then what about their sides? These properties are there in chapter 6, similar triangles, that if two triangles are similar, then their sides are proportional. Okay. It means their sides are proportional, that is therefore PA, if I take this PA by BP must be equal to AC by PD must be equal to PC by BD. This is correspondence of similar triangles, that if two triangles are similar, then their sides are proportional. Okay, this is correspondence of similar triangles and we know this thing. Now look at the sides. This distance is x minus x1. Therefore, this distance will also be x minus x1. So this is AC. And y minus y1 is this much. So PC will be y minus y1. Okay. Now from here, this much distance is x2 minus x. So PD will be PD. This will be x2 minus x. Okay. Similarly, this much distance is y2 minus y. So BD will be y2 minus y. Now if I put the values of these sides, then see what do we get, and this AP is M1 and this BP is M2, which we have already written. So we need to find the ratio of M1 is to M2. This thing we need to find. This ratio we need to find. Okay. So we are putting the values of these sides here. PA means M1 here, M1 by BP is M2 is equal to AC is x minus x1 upon PD is x2 minus x, which is equal to, for y PC, this one is y minus y1, y minus y1 upon this distance is BD y2 minus y. Now see, for finding x, this is the ratio, and if I need to find these coordinates x and y, so for this ratio we can use this one. Okay. Now if I need to find x and y also, because I don't know about the coordinates of this point, so what about the coordinates of this point x and y? So from here, if I take this much only and I cross multiply them, so what we will get from here, let us see, m2 into x minus m2 into x1, this is equal to this into this, m1 into x2 minus m1 into x. I bring this m1 this side, so it will be m2 into x plus m1 into x. This will come this side and become positive, is equal to this one m1 into x2, and this will go that side, it will become positive, plus m2 into x1. Okay. Now if I take x common from here, x common, what is left? m2 plus m1 or m1 plus m2. So it is m1 plus m2 is left, is equal to, then from here it is m1 into let it be x2 plus m2 into x1. So what formula for x we get? X is equal to, this will go in denominator, so m1 x2 plus m2 x1 divided by m1 plus m2. This is the formula for x coordinate of this point P. So for x coordinate, I am writing the formula here. X is equal to m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1 by m1 plus m2. This is formula for x coordinate of point P. Okay. Now for y coordinate, similar method we will use here. Similarly, if I take, so I am rubbing this, similarly if I take this one and cross multiply them, suppose I am just rubbing this portion from in between. Now this is equal to this, cross multiplication again, so m2 into y, this minus m2 into y1 is equal to m1 into y2 minus m1 into y, This m1 into y will come this side, so m1 into y, it become positive, this plus m2 into y, it was already here, this will go that side, so m1 into y2 is already here, this will go that side, it will become positive, plus m2 into y1. Okay. Now y common from these two, so what we get, m1 plus m2 is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1. Okay. Now y we have taken common, so y is equal to, this will go in denominator, so m1 y2 plus m2 y1, okay, divided by y, this m1 plus m2. So this is y coordinate of point P. So for y coordinate of point P, y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. This is y coordinate of point P. So by using these formulas, we can find the x and y coordinate of the point of intersection, okay, of the point of division. This point divides this line, okay. So this is the point which cut this line in some ratio. So this ratio, if suppose this ratio is given, so we can find this point by using these formulas. If this point is given, so we can find the ratios by using these formulas, okay. So this is called section formula. So I am writing this section formula. This is the derivation of this section formula, and now I am going to write this formula in simple way, okay. This is complete derivation, but this derivation is not in our syllabus of CBSE 10th class, but still we do it so that we can understand that why this formula is coming from where, okay. So now I am going to write this formula in a simple way so that you can learn it, and then we can use this formula to solve some questions of exercise 7.2. Now what is this formula? Suppose a line joining 2 points A and B, and the coordinates of A are x1, y1 and B are x2, y2, okay. Then the coordinates of point P which divide this line in the ratio m1 is to m2, okay. This ratio m1 is to m2, and if the coordinates are given by x and y, then x is equal to m1 into x2, m1 into x2 plus m2 into x1, m2 into x1 by m1 plus m2. This will give us x coordinate, and y coordinate is equal to again m1 into y2, m1 into y2 plus m2 into y1, m2 into y1 by m1 plus m2. This will give us y coordinate and this will give us x coordinate. So this is section formula, okay. Using this formula we are going to find the coordinates of the point which divide a given line segment into two ratios, two parts, okay. Now we will see one question or related to this formula so that we can understand it completely. I am taking first question of exercise 7.2. First question. See what is that question. Exercise 7.2, and first question I am taking, question number 1. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the join of this and this. So we are given 2 points and the coordinates are given. One point is -1, 7, another point is 4, 3, -3, okay, and in the ratio 2:3 there is a point, let it be P, it divides it in the ratio 2:3, okay, and we need to find the coordinates of this point. Suppose this point is, let it be A, this point is, let it be B, and this point having coordinate, let x and y. Then according to section formula, let Pxy is the required point, okay. Suppose this is required point P having coordinate x, y. Now we need to find this x and y. For M1 we have this value 2, for M2 we have this value 3. So using section formula, x is equal to what? X is equal to M1 into x2, M1 x2 plus M2 x1, this into this, upon M1 plus M2. So x is equal to M1 x2, M1 is 2, 2 into x2, x2 is 4, plus, so 2 into 4 plus M2, that is 3 into x1 is minus 1 upon 2 plus 3. So x is equal to, this is 8, this will be minus 3 by 5. So it is equal to 5 by 5. So x is equal to 1. Okay. Then now y is equal to what? Same formula, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Okay. So y is equal to m1 y2, 2 into minus 3, 2 into minus 3 plus m2 into y1, 3 into 7, 3 into 7 divided by m1 plus m2, 2 plus 3. Now we have kept all the values here. Now, so y is equal to minus 6, then plus 21 by 5. So it will be 15 divided by 5. So y is equal to 3. Therefore, what is required point? xy. Therefore required point is Pxy, that is P, and what is the value of x? 1 and y 3. So it is 1, 3. This will be our answer. Okay, this way by using section formula we can solve the questions. I think next question you can do on your own. Find the coordinates of trisection of line segment. What is trisection? Later on we can discuss. Now one more thing that we have to discuss right now. This is section formula, and we can have some special case of this formula. And what will be that special case? So this one question we have seen for section formula. Now special case. What is special case for section formula? See, suppose this is a line line segment AB having coordinate x1, y1 and b x2, y2. If I take midpoint of this, midpoint M having coordinate x and y, so what will be the formula for these coordinates? Midpoint. If it is midpoint, so ratio will be 1:1. Okay, midpoint means ratio is 1:1 because both are equal. So M1 will become 1, M2 will also become 1. And what is the formula for x? X is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. So this formula, by putting this m1 and m2 as 1 1, so we get x is equal to, if I put m1 1, so it will be x2 plus this will be x1. So directly I am writing x1 plus x2 by m1 plus m2, 1 plus 1, so it will be 2. So x coordinate for midpoint of a line segment. This is for midpoint, special case for midpoint. Okay. So if x coordinate of midpoint can directly be found as x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Similarly, y is equal to what? m1 plus m2, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Okay. Now see, m1 and m2 both are 1 1, so we can write y is equal to again this y2 plus y1, so I can write it as y1 plus y2 by 1 plus 1 2. So for midpoint of any line segment, so I can write here now midpoint of AB is equal to x coordinate will be x1 plus x2 by 2 and y coordinate will be given as y1 plus y2 by 2. So we can find midpoint by this formula directly. This is special case of section formula only. So midpoint can be found by using this formula directly. Okay. Now you are to try the questions, next questions of exercise 7.2. As much as you can do, you need to try in your practice notebook. Whatever we have done here on blackboard, you are to write in your fair notebook so that you can understand the things clearly and write them in good handwriting. So in this video, that's all for today. Next remaining questions of this exercise we will do in next videos. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.